All right, so the night before this trip, I was sitting on the couch trying to think about what I was going to do the next day. I would have loved to get on a river, but all of our local rivers were dry. So I live in Durham. We normally paddle the Hall River if I need something to do in the morning, something to run, and just nothing was available. I'd done the James River up in Richmond a few weeks before, but 2.5 hour drive, kind of tough to justify that. But I was sitting there and looked up my son's baseball schedule. My son, Landon Cole, plays on the Guilford College Quakers team. He's a pitcher. He unfortunately was injured this year and didn't get to play, but we still like to make it out to the games. They were playing Randolph-Macon. Looked up where that was, and that was is in Ashland, Virginia. So that is like 30 minutes north of Richmond. But sitting there at 8 or 9 o'clock at night on a Friday night, trying to catch up with a group that might not be doing that run seemed out of the question. But I looked on Coastal Canoeist website, or I guess I was on Facebook actually, and someone had cross-posted a trip that was taking place at 10 o'clock that morning. So 7 o'clock I left Durham, drove up 85, met the Coastal Canoeist at the 14th Street Takeout, which is here, just beside some of the last rapids there, and we ran the shuttle pretty quickly up to Reedy Creek, and that's where our video starts today. I did wrap up the day by putting on my baseball dad stuff and running up to the game in Ashland, and got to catch up with my oldest son Landon there. But first, let's hit the river. Reedy Creek put in. Warren?
Where's the ball game?
It's Randolph-Macon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now I was here 2 weeks ago, and you showed me down the middle side or the left side after Choo Choo. I was in a different boat. I was in a green boat.
Right. Rather than doing Hollywood, do another line next to Hollywood, which is called Target Rock.
Target Rock, okay.
It's a creek line.
Okay.
So you run that, you come in, and you have to do eddy catches. Work the same drop as Hollywood.
Okay.
But over a longer period.
Well, I'm game. So 2 weeks earlier, when I'd done this section, it was my PFD. I brought my Liquid Logic Remix 86. It's just a big volume boat. It's a great boat. I really enjoy paddling it. But usually when I do that, I like following up with my favorite boat, which is the Brap. But so I brought it back. I wanted to try out some new lines. I knew the water would even be a little bit lower, which is right for me. Really exploring and hitting some eddy lines and things. And you saw Warren there. Warren had posted this trip, and it had gotten cross-posted by Jenny, who you see there in the pack raft. You see us coming through from the Reedy Creek put in there, kind of breakaway out into the middle of the river where you can see better. You look to the left. It's a little tough to see with the GoPro effect, but pretty far to the left you can see the railroad tracks, kind of that iconic bridge where Choo Choo Rapid is. And then, of course, you can see the Richmond downtown there. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous section. And then you see us kind of paddling up. This is, I don't know, half a mile above, quarter mile above Hollywood and some of those rapids. You heard Warren talking about almost like a creek line with a number of eddies there. I definitely want to catch that next time. Just what I really want to do this time was hit Hollywood. I wasn't real happy with my line last time. I probably should have stuck with that. I don't think I did as good this time, but I just wanted to try that line again. So anyway, I'll just let you watch us get warmed up. Oh yeah. So you will hear that sort of laugh from me several times a day. It's just it's a goofy laugh, but it's a laugh of just having fun, pure joy. The previous time I was out here, we had about 20 of us, which was fun. I had an absolute blast. Don't want to take anything away from that, but you'll see in the upcoming video, just got Greg here who kind of took me under his wing a little bit, showed me some of the lines. He could see just from the little bit I'd paddled that I could hit some eddies and just make a few moves, and so he wanted to show me some lines that they take, and that's always welcome. If you get a chance to take lines and eddies that others know, and they just know these waves like the back of their hand because this is their home rivers, just do it. Go on a limb and do that. You're not going to catch them perfect. You'll see me barely catch that wave there, but listen to them, follow what they do. You'll make it much more interesting.
Tell me if I get annoyed.
No, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love hearing this stuff. Because otherwise I'll just blaze through it and miss it.
It's a little low, but I like to eddy out behind the rock there.
Okay.
Ferry across to this eddy. Then back across to this hole. It wasn't very sticky the other day, but it can be a little.
Okay.
So Greg is going to show me, I think, lines the rest of the day here, and I only hit just a small fraction of them, but once you lay eyes on them, it's just way better than blazing through a rapid. Once you see them and you try and catch them, it really cements that rapid in your mind. And so just, when you get an opportunity like this, I mean, do within your skill level. Don't do anything crazy that you don't think you can handle, but this is all class 2 stuff at best. And at a higher level it'll look a little different, but getting your eyes on it like this and just seeing how the waters flow, it's just really refreshing. And so I thank Greg for showing me this, having some patience with me.
Yeah. It's like catch enough of it to give you a boost over here, but don't get in it.
No, you can get in it.
Oh, can you get in that one?
Go get in it.
Okay.
I'm just going to show you, back here, there's kind of a ledge.
Okay.
So, if you do, drift back, either go left or over the right. I've skinned up my shoulder like crazy. You see where that ledge is?
Yeah.
No, this is fine.
So do you surf this one at all, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff he's doing?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go around that point and get up on my edge.
I got you.
I can only do it about half the time.
So Greg will surf this and then just kind of pick his way through over to the other rapid. I'm going to try and do the same thing. I definitely didn't. I kind of had to back my way through it. Kind of got caught up a little bit. Wasn't a very good surf, but I'll nail it next time. I just need to be a little more aggressive. I was too tentative. This actually happened to me a couple times this day where the bow of my boat entered an eddy quicker than I wanted to, or I didn't get it around the end of a rock. Just something I need to work on.
Did not mean to go through it backwards. No. Thank you for showing me that. I'll have to remember next time. I'll smooth it out a little bit.
left to right and then ferry across.
That's what you're gonna do?
Yeah, just so y'all know.
So last time I ran Hollywood, a decent line, but I got too far right, and it pushed me into some of the curlers at the end and flipped my boat around a little bit. This time I decided I was just gonna follow Jenny's line, so I laid my eyes on it, but I actually got further left. It wouldn't have been a problem, but there actually is a little wave, a little small hole at the very top, and it slowed me down a bit. The line wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but I would prefer to have been about 4 feet further right, but then coming back left, because then you got those curlers again. But I ran it fine. I was harder on myself probably than I needed to be about it. You'll see the water slacks up here a little bit. You'll see me test the depth. I just want to get a quick roll in. Always loosens me up a little bit to get a roll in before some of the meteor rapids. See me kind of trust Greg here. I can tell this is a little dam or pipeline or something. I never like seeing that, but I trusted that he knew where there was a break and an outflow. Now this isn't big water, but I still don't make it a habit of going over low-head dams and things. And if you look, there is a clear outflow there, so I knew there was a break in it.
Oh yeah, there's a good outflow there. Okay.
Yeah, it seemed like.
Oh yeah. No. It wouldn't be a bad bicycle shuttle. No, I don't think.
And these are a couple of things you'll see. It really impresses me about Richmond and some of the planning. Some of the footpaths, like the bridge we just went under, and then here's another one. You see somebody in a wheelchair going across. They just get to take all this in. And then we'll move on. Greg had mentioned a couple of things like rebar off of this pylon here. I didn't see it when I was going past because I really didn't know what I was looking for. And it's pretty obvious on the right there, but we'll talk about it here in the eddy.
Where was the rebar? Oh yeah, nice, okay. That would ruin your afternoon.
You'll see this couple little ferries here, almost little jet ferries, but just will bounce between the little eddies created by these pylons and a little bit of a, maybe it's an old dam, I'm not 100% sure, but you'll see us bounce between those. We're actually working our way river left, so players right, I guess, but anyway, river left. There's an old, I forgot what dam they said it was, but there's an old dam and there's a couple breaks in it. So I think the official name of the rapid is Fishladder, which is kind of what we passed, and then there's a little dam. Greg explained to me where the break in this dam is and where I need to get across it.
45-degree angle. It's real trashy below.
Okay.
If you just hit it, you'll still
It's a right angle.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was looking at, so.
Okay, good.
Okay. There it is.
Now again, this is 4 foot on this particular day. Greg did warn me that when the level gets up a little bit higher, I didn't really catch the exact level, so if I was unsure, I just would not go this way. But that can become pretty retentive. You can see there's lots of outflow in those areas, and so that's the reason we did it. I think at higher levels that probably is not a safe thing to do, or there was at least certain levels he was not comfortable doing it. So don't want to get anybody in trouble, but yeah, 4 feet, there's clear breaks there, and even if you didn't catch it, it might just be a bumpy ride.
Actually, a little way down to the wall.
First break.
Got Drummond,
Oh, Grumman, okay.
and then all the way to the wall is a water slide.
So Warren was telling me about some of the alternate routes further to the right, which is always much appreciated. Just take it all in. Several more times. I'll have a number of options available to me. See Greg kind of shoot ahead here towards Pipeline. I'm just gonna call it all Pipeline at this point. I'm sure there's several other rapid names in here, but this is really kind of closing out the day. Really a fun stretch. It was my favorite set of rapids last time, and this didn't really prove any different. It was just a lot of fun. This was my favorite surf of the day. I surfed it probably 3 or 4 times. It was really forgiving. It lended itself well to my shaped boat. It's one of those that it wasn't retentive at all. You can clearly see that. But if you angled out of it a little bit, it would kind of nudge you back into it. And so it was just kind of a fun rapid.
You're good. No, don't say sorry. Bumping boats and eddies, normal. Think I can get it? That's a nice one.
Now this is like a 2-mile stretch. I think I mentioned that before. My home run on the lower Haw River, I think, is 1.5 miles. And so you can blaze through these runs in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I think we paddled for an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours on this particular day. And the reason we were able to spend that much time is just working on skills, eddying, ferrying, just trying different things, turning the boat upstream. And, obviously my main reason for coming on this day was to go see my son play baseball. But 2.5-hour drive, you don't want to blaze through this in 30 minutes. And so same way on our home river, you can spend anywhere from 30 minutes on it to 2 hours. You don't even have to go down to the takeout. You can park and play. And so, a lot of the fun, a lot of skill building is turning that boat upstream and getting a balance, seeing how it reacts in different conditions.
It's a nice little way.
It is. It's really forgiving. Like, you get out of it, it's, yeah.
So the next, we're going to end up in that eddy, Virginia.
Okay.
But I'm going to slide that rock, spin left, and eddy.
Okay. Which right? This one here?
Yep.
Okay.
You just drive. If you want, you just drive as hard as you can up that rock.
You hear me say, I'm not really the best with the Z-axis on this boat, but hey, I'll give it a shot. I've been following him this far.
That's pretty sweet. I like that.
You might, I want that. If you drive straight up,
Yeah.
then it'll sting you, and then you just ferry right across.
Okay.
You kind of flared it, which was cool. If you drive straight up, you kind of spun left, right?
Yeah, I hedged my bets a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
I like that end to that rock right there and clear out around it.
Okay.
If there's a first rock left, you can't see it, not a big problem. I lift it upside down.
Okay.
So now we're just bouncing down through some of these rapids. Like I mentioned before, my bow hit a little early and stern whipped around, and so I actually hit this eddy in front of the rock and not behind it as I was originally intending. So now we're probably getting into my favorite stretch of the day. It's the one that's going to keep me coming back. I didn't execute quite like I wanted to, but over the next series of moves, you'll see what I mean, and you'll see why I want to come back and try it again. But it was a blast, and this is why we skill build.
Okay. Behind these rocks, or the ones on the left or on the right?
So we're going to edit out right.
Okay.
And then you can look at it and decide when you want to come and edit out behind these.
Sorry. Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Now 2 weeks ago, I kind of blasted through this rapid, just took it straight on, went through it, first time seeing it. This time we're going to pick it apart a little bit.
Guardian rock there.
So you can't just peel out red water right there.
Yeah.
So this is definitely not something I would have thought to try unless Greg had pointed out. So let's watch him go across here, and then I'll try and do the same.
Be sure and smile. There's a camera over there.
I know.
That's actually a little foreshadowing for how I end up, which I've not seen the pictures of, so maybe you didn't get any. But if you're out there and you took pictures of what's about to happen next, I'd love to see them.
All right, I'm gonna go for that, I guess. I was watching down further and I thought, I kept looking over and you're like,
There's that little micro eddy.
oh yeah.
And I was a little bit back of it. So, see there's a hole.
Oh yeah.
You're going to make this line up and move forward.
Do what?
If you do like grip into it,
Yeah.
just line up and move forward.
Now that piece of advice was key, and I'm not sure I did it. Actually, I'm sure I didn't. See if you can see what Greg and I do differently here.
Here we go. I didn't get straightened out. I just didn't get there in time.
You got the hole.
So I've watched that piece of film several times. I just didn't keep the nose of my boat upstream long enough. I needed to get about 6 feet further, I guess, river right, and then get turned around. Ultimately, I hit a little curler there, flipped over. I looked at it. I was underwater for less than 4 seconds. It doesn't seem like that when you're upside down, but that's why you practice your roll. And it's just part of paddling, and if you don't end up upside down sometimes, you probably aren't pushing it quite enough. So anyway, fun rapid. I look forward to getting back and trying that move again.
I wasn't copying that one.
seen it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, you know that you've done the lower hall before, and if you don't do that sort of stuff on it, you're done in 30 minutes, and you're like, well, okay, that was a lot of getting stuff together just for a 30-minute run, you know. Yeah. That's what I was telling him. The lower hall, it's either you can do it in 30 minutes, or you can do it in 2 hours.
The herons are just stacked up.
Are they? Can they get up through that fish ladder? Like,
Yeah, but they stack that third drop.
yeah, they stack up.
I meant to press to stop. They'll just stack up by the hundreds.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Very cool. And the tide is really up right now. Normally these are a little bit up.
Okay. So this isn't brackish water, but it still the tide pushes up.
Yep. Yeah, this part is tidal. After that last drop there.
Wow.
Yep.
But am I right? I was stating that as more as a question. It's not brackish, but it
No.
still keeps the water.
That's correct.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
cool.
no, it's not brackish. We're so far from that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but it's crazy how it
I didn't realize.
pushes it back up.
I didn't realize that.
Yep.
That's neat though. I've probably been over 95 hundreds of times in my life, and always look to the left and on my way north and going, I wonder what the river's like down through there.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
So as I bring this part of my journey to a close, I'm really appreciative to the coastal canoeists and the folks that were out that day. Thank you to Warren for arranging this trip, showing me down a little bit. Thanks to Jenny for cross-posting it and being such an active member of the club. And thank you especially to Greg for seeing that I wanted to do a little more this trip and just taking me under his wing and showing me the eddies and the lines that he likes to take. And I know it's low, but I really look forward to getting back and doing that again. You see us heading up the steps here, and we're finishing up our day, and there's Warren, and just another good day in Richmond, a place I'd been looking to get at for years and finally got to. And now for the icing on the cake, I got to see my son and see the Guilford Quakers play Randolph-Macon in Ashland, Virginia.